Hello and welcome to 2023. This is the Afro Atheist. You're absolutely welcome. I'm so glad to have this channel and to be able to hold this space where I can speak about my lack of belief. What is atheism? Atheism is one thing and one thing alone: a lack of belief in gods. Atheism is not an affirmative belief that there is no God, nor does it answer any other question about what a person believes. It is simply a rejection of the assertion that there are gods. Atheism is usually defined incorrectly as a belief system. Some even go as far as to call it a religion. Just to be clear, atheism is not a disbelief in gods or a denial of gods. It is a lack of belief in gods. That's what atheism is. And atheism just addresses one thing and one thing only. So, but here we are in 2023, at the start of 2023. If you identify as an atheist, congratulations. I commend you. In a world where there are many, many religions and you are a minority, but you choose to rise above the man made beliefs and you have decided that you would maintain a position of a lack of a belief in God or gods. So you are to be commended, and I appreciate you. And thank you, because people like you make me feel and make me know that we will be okay. So 2023, if you're an atheist, how are we going to do atheism in 2023? Now, guys, we don't have a rule book. There's no rule book that tells us what we should and shouldn't do. We don't have any of those books. But as an atheist and learning what on earth am I supposed to be doing, especially coming away from religion, they don't tell you. No one tells you what you must do with your life. But how about we talk about some things that could help, right? Just some things that we could think about in the year 2023. How about that? Okay, so the first things first. Doing atheism in 2023, my suggestion, these are suggestions, guys. Number one suggestion is to be more tolerant of other religions. However you feel about these religions, however, some of you are anti-theists. I get that. But I can empathize with people who are religious, who are still entrenched in these religions. I I know what it's like to be in that bubble. You can't see anything outside of that bubble. You're told that that bubble, that's where you belong. Anything outside of that is a crime. It would lead you to hell. So how on earth would these people understand anything you're saying? Absolutely not. So a bit of tolerance is what I'm asking. Tolerance at least to the point where you're not allowing yourself to be sucked in by these religions, right? You haven't walked away from atheism to then get these religious people to try and suck you back in. Oh, absolutely not. Or get anyone to try and shove it down your throat. No way, right? At least be tolerant up until that point where they start to cross boundaries. Then no. Then you tell them where to go. Secondly, we need to spread reason. Spread reason. Think reasonably. Challenge misinformation. A lot of misinformation flies around, especially since the day of the internet. just people can come on here and talk about stuff, especially these religious leaders. There is one religious leader by the name of Adeboye in Nigeria. He is, I call him the Grand Patriarch of Christianity in Nigeria. This man said he was drinking tea and he went to pour himself some tea and there was nothing left in the teapot. He asked his wife, "Did you take the last teapot?" She said no. And he heard a voice saying to him, "Oh, when you started to eat, you prayed to me to join you. And I came and I had the tea." And the man said, God came down and drank tea with him. Nobody thought to challenge him. Nobody thought to ask how, why, where, when. Nobody thought to ask. They just believed him. That's misinformation. That is misinformation. Because your teapot was empty does not mean that a God anywhere came down and drank tea with you. Okay, I know some of you will say to me, "Oh, but it's possible this and that." Yeah, that's okay. Show me proof. Show me proof. So God came down, drank tea with you, and you couldn't take a picture. You couldn't record his voice. You couldn't uh, get him to say something. So we know that indeed he truly spoke to you. Please give me a break. So challenge misinformation with reason, of course. I'm not saying you challenge every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Oh no. You can challenge them, but be reasonable about it. Okay? My next suggestion for you atheists in the year 2023: spread and use critical thinking. Very important. To think critically, to ask those useful, very important questions. What? Someone tells you something, someone tells you a story, sounds unbelievable. Ask, what's it about? Why? Where? When? How? Those questions that would lead to further explanations, further clarity on the topic. Those are the questions you should ask. And you think critically, ask yourself. I love watching Judge Judy, and Judge Judy, she usually says something. If it sounds too good to be true, it's probably a lie. So if the story sounds completely out there, the chances are that it's a lie. So critical thinking. You need to have those critical thinking skills in 2023. Another suggestion is to appreciate people that are holding space for atheism. Appreciate the people who are doing the work. I was telling someone the other day, I don't have any black female atheists who have gone before me. So like someone who's like in her 70s, 80s, right? Black female atheists, right? That I can, okay, go figure out what on earth they did, how did, don't get me wrong, there are some of them right now, right? Some are writing books, some are, they're leading the way, right? But older generation, if they were there, not so much is known about them. I'm not saying they weren't there, but not so much. We don't know so much about their work, what they did, and how they operated. No, nothing at all. So a lot of us are having to learn on the job how to do atheism. We're learning. We're trying to figure this out. I remember interviewing Ruth Marimo the other day, and Ruth Marimo says, "I've got some questions to ask you about parenting." And so I look forward to her questions about parenting. Yeah, we can talk about these things because we have no one ahead of us who we can say, okay, let's see, read their books, their articles, And so appreciate the people that are holding this space. If you see somebody who is doing something and you appreciate what they're doing, nothing stops you from saying thank you. If you must leave like for myself, I'm going to be honest, guys. If you can leave me a thank you, leave one. It goes a long way. It helps to boost my morale and helps me to think, okay, I'm doing something right. If you must leave me a super chat, go ahead and do so. If you must leave a like, share, subscribe, those things that helps to promote your platform, do it. And if you have any suggestions on how to grow the channel, how to grow your platform, whatever content creator, not just myself, but anyone, please go ahead and help out. Guys, please don't think that in trying to help that you get to control the life of a content creator. Please no. Your helping should not be an avenue to try and control people. Absolutely not. And guys, for female atheists, I feel like you should respect them to come away from a patriarchal society and be able to stand their ground and say, no, we're going against the norm. I think you should appreciate that. Now, I have a reason for saying this. Some people, for some unknown reason, think that because you're a female atheist holding space here, that they can come in the back and be degenerates. I had somebody come along and say to me that they wanted to show me something. And me, very naive, thinking that, okay, maybe they want to tell me something to help my channel, right? Gave my contact details and they contacted me. Video call because they wanted to show me something. I didn't think anything of it. And the very first thing I see as I turn my camera on is them holding on to their meat and beating their meat in the atheist community. So because you see women here holding space as atheists, that's not for you to take advantage of them. They haven't gone. Can you imagine that they have beat all the odds? Now they come to the very place where they should find solace, where they should find some support. Then they come and meet you. You degenerate who comes in into the DMs, in the circles, and you want to whatever you do. And so I'm going to say here, ladies, if you have anyone in this atheist community who is a degenerate, right? It's time. Let's start putting notes together. And if we must say something about it, let's say something about it. We can't be here trying to spread positive atheism and then some degenerates go in the back and try to take advantage of you and try to be the degenerates that they are. And they want you to be quiet about it and silent about it. You see a woman, content creator, someone like myself, I've got kids. I'm a single person looking after kids, right? I don't need you to come and be beating your meat to me on your phone. Dirty ass phone for that matter. Anyway, guys. Be respectful. That's what I'm saying. Be respectful. Be a good atheist. Some atheists give atheism a really bad name. Some atheists I have met, they're misogynists, some vile characters. But guys, well, I'm not here to police anybody. I cannot police anyone. If you must be vile, go ahead, do you. But keep it away from us. You know what I mean? Keep it away from us. Do you? It's 2023. No one's getting younger. Every day we're getting closer to our grave. So we don't need your shenanigans. We don't. Spread positive atheism. Spread positive atheism. Appreciate the content creators who you see are doing work that you appreciate or you like. Nothing stops you saying thank you and appreciating it. Find yourself a good atheist or free thought group. Join. In 2023, if you're not part of it, I'm already a part of several groups. Join these groups. Now, you're going to say, oh, but I haven't come away from religion just to go and join another group again, the Afro-atheists. No, I'll tell you why I say so. These groups usually come together, right? These organizations, they come together and they challenge and confront the press. They confront politicians and they help popularize secularism. My own group that I'm part of, the Humanists UK. So my local Humanists UK chapter, right? It's a social group. You get to meet others. We come January this month, we're going out for a meal. And what else? I don't remember what else we're doing. But we have these events from time to time. Secondly, the Humanists UK, oh wow, they've got campaigns. They're actively fighting the cause for atheism. They're challenging faith schools. They're challenging a lot of different, I mean, like the other House of Lords, right? Having bishops in the House of Lords, they campaign for these things so that we can have a secular society. And what better way to spread positive atheism than for you to join? You join these groups and you add your voice, your time, something. And guys, please, I am not saying this is compulsory. Please no. You do what you can. Write an atheist song. We need many of those. I miss music in church music. I still sing along to song. I miss those. Write an atheist song. And if anyone's writing a song, someone like Oz the other day, he released his album. Play those music. Spread those music. I think I should do more of that myself. Black Atheist Rants. I'm sure he has a collection of music as well. Let's Chat, Dr. Tyrone. He too, he's got some piece of music. I've played some of his music on my channel. There's some people who are already out there, right? Putting content out, music. And if you got skills, use it and do something. We need you. Do a video. Do a video. You don't have to have a platform to do a video. I am always looking for people to talk to on my channel. I would talk to anyone about how you became an atheist. That's the conversation I want to get into. How did you become an atheist? What was it that did it for you? If you would like to share your story with me, please contact me. I would love to hear your story. Others would hear your story. Just the other day, yesterday, Ruth Marimo, who I interviewed on my channel, sent me, said, my friend said to pass this on to you. Her friend who had watched our stream together had something to say about something that I had mentioned in that stream. And it was nice to see. It was nice to read it. It shows me that this person appreciates what we did, appreciates the voices, right? And appreciates the conversation that we had. So, video, if you're thinking of starting a channel, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I started my channel because there's not many Black African atheists, female atheists, Black, female, African atheists. It's a minority in a minority in a minority. There's not many of us. Yes, they're there, but there's not many. And so that's why I'm here holding this space and my face is out there, engaging with people that I come across. And guys, me holding space here as a female atheist, Black African female atheist, I appreciate this space that I hold. I do. And without you, there'll be no me. If you're not watching my videos, then what's the point? So thank you very much for engaging with me in 2022. Thank you for making my 2022 a wonderful year on YouTube. I had a blast in 2022. Lots of things I could have done better. Lots of things I could have, done maybe differently. But I have no regrets whatsoever. And I'm hoping that we will do better in 2023. So go ahead. Do that video. Write that music. Join that group, atheist group. Support a content creator. Encourage them. Tell them how much you appreciate what they do. Spread positive atheism. Challenge misinformation. But most of all, you be a good person. You can be good without God. You are good without God. Be a good person. And make me proud that you are an atheist. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I will catch you in the next video.